What about you folks, it's Lostarot here and welcome to LST Plays, and today I've got a bit of a surprise. It's Forza 6 Apex on the PC. It's a bit mad. I spotted this one last week and I discovered it's free-to-play title. It's not in full release yet, it's still in beta. Originally Forza 6 launched on the Xbox One back in 2015, so only a year ago, and now they've ported it to PC. Specifically for the Windows 10 store. It's something that I've never really used before. I knew that they had created a store after the awful Games for Windows Live experiment that was back in 2013, 2012, maybe a bit beyond that. So this one is this is a vast increase or a vast improvement on the previous PC games that Windows have produced. So, as I say, the game is in beta, so it's not fully released. It's due to release later this year, and at the moment it features about 63 cars and about 6 different tracks. I'm not too sure. I haven't fully finished the game, so I'm not too sure if there's many variations, if you can mirror them, or if there's maybe shortcuts that they open up that maybe change the layout of the track itself. But it's pretty awesome for a beta, I have to say. I'm very impressed so far. I've completed about 3 or 4 of the championships, and I've unlocked quite a few of the cars. It's a little bit different in this one. They've stripped a lot back from the Xbox One version, from what I can tell and what I've read. So there isn't going to be as many cars at launch as there was in the Xbox One version. Obviously, with it being free to play when it does launch, they're probably going to try and introduce some kind of payment scheme where you can maybe pay a bit of money and unlock a car or a car pack or whatever. I'm not too sure if they're going to put currency. There doesn't seem to be anything in the game at the moment like currency packs or anything like that. So. Yeah, it's completely free. I mean, I've played it, and the core game itself seems to be pretty impressive. So yeah, if you've got Windows 10, you should definitely download it. I'll say that much. Well, how about the looks then? So this game is from the outset incredibly beautiful. Back when Forza 6 came out, I was actually really tempted to get an Xbox One because I was so impressed by just how gorgeous the game looks, and I'm certainly glad I didn't now, because I can get it on PC for free. So what they've done is basically they have made this a port from the Xbox One to the PC version, but they've increased a lot of the assets in the game. So things like shadows, things like rendering distance, frame rate on a lot of the reflections, and just in general in the game. It runs at a full 1080p, no problems, whereas the Xbox One, I think, doesn't natively run it at 1080p, and it only runs at a game, I think, at about 30 frames per second. I could be wrong on that one. You can correct me in the comments if I am. But with that said, I do think that the upgrades from the Xbox One version are quite minor. You know, they haven't done anything drastic. They haven't drastically like added in a bunch of new sort of features into the game. So it is very similar. It's just it runs a lot better. I think that's probably the best way of sort of saying it. And if you've never played a Forza game, because obviously it is exclusive to Xbox 360 and then Xbox One, they are basically simulation games. It's basically Microsoft's answer to Gran Turismo is the best way of putting it. And I was a massive fan on the original Xbox 360 of Forza. God, what did they release on the Xbox 360? Forza 3, I think it was, and then Forza 4. I also played Forza Horizons as well, and all of those games are fantastic. So this is a great joy for me to see this coming to PC at last. It's nice to see Microsoft actually taking the effort and time to give PC players a video game to play of one of their Xbox titles. So, cars. There are tons of them in this. I mean, 63 is quite a lot, and they've got a vast range. So you've got your American muscles and your slower cars. You've got your sporty hatchbacks. You've got your mid-range wee sort of coupes and things like that. And then you've got your higher-end cars going all the way up to just daft cars that you see at, like, I don't know, touring car racing things. I don't know. I'm not a massive racing game fan, but I did love Forza, so this will be the first game actually on my channel that's actually a racing game, so there you are. My impressions of the game so far from playing it are all good. They've got this really weird system in game where you're racing against your friends on your Xbox Live friends page. So you've got people that are on your friends list, racing around with you. And it reminds me, there was a mobile game I think a while back that actually did something very similar, except it was mainly pressing the acceleration button. This one's a bit more in depth, and it's pretty awesome that if they've played Forza 6, from my understanding, their style of playing, so if they're a really aggressive driver, if they are maybe somebody who just does clean lines and all that sort of stuff, that's going to transfer apparently across to this. So you're going to be racing against a fairly accurate representation of them. Obviously it's never going to be a true representation, because most of my friends, if I'm racing against them and I'm just edging in front of them, they will just smash into me. So I don't think the bots are going to do that unless it is programmed. But so far, judging by the bots I've played against, they aren't fully it's not fully fleshed out, or I think that maybe a lot of my friends don't have Forza 6 on Xbox One or have Xbox One. So if you've played on the PC and you do have friends who have an Xbox One version of Forza 6 standalone, let me know. Is this actually working? Is this something that's really good? I don't know. There's no way of me testing this at the moment, but hopefully it is going to be implemented if it hasn't been already. Now, as it's in beta, there are a few issues I've come across, mainly just around frame rate on some of the levels, and it does run on a 970, which is the graphics card I've got, and obviously the processor and stuff's fine and the RAM's fine. But there has been some kind of really weird issues on one of the levels, just one of them, which is really weird. There was one, and it was in Dubai, I think, and it was at night, and I really couldn't get a good frame rate out of it. It was really sort of stuttering the actual game itself, which was really weird considering it was at night time. There was no rain weather effects at all. It was just a track, and I couldn't understand, but basically the game was like almost unplayable for me. So that's really the only thing I can say negatively about the game so far. I played on a Brands Hatch level, and I'm just going to splice together a bunch of footage and you'll see it running in the background, so I may have already showed it to you, like, but the Brands Hatch level was just unbelievable, absolutely incredible. Just the rain effects, the weather effects just blew my mind. I don't think I've ever played a game with nicer rain effects, mainly probably in just a car game I'd say, but it was really incredible, and I hope you can let me know below in the comments which track or what's the most impressive feature you can see in the video anyway, and yeah, let me know. So there we go, that's Forza 6 Apex. It's in beta at the moment. It's available now on Windows 10 for free, so if you have a machine that can run it, be sure to check it out, download it, grab it, see what you think of it. I have plenty of friends that are into racing games, so hopefully I can coax them into picking it up. And yeah, let me know in the comments below, is this something that you'd play? Is this something that you're happy to see come to PC? What do you think of the Windows 10 store? Have you checked it out in a bit more depth than I have? And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next one where we have some full races for you, and some more details of just in-game footage. Don't forget to leave a like or subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.